You aren't there to genuinely complain about the inequities of life on this planet and the way unfairly society has been set up to favor the few. You are those who were chosen before you were even born to move forward and have enough attention to peer that there are troubles on your society and to come up with answers that have nothing to do with tearing down the existing structures in place. Your answers will come out of your ability to consciousness and attention with the purpose of making a society that works for all people. We understand that a lot of you've got attempted to do just that on a smaller scale through creating an intentional community. But the vision, which you keep for all of humankind, is what certainly subjects us on this undertaking. And in view that we understand a single one in every of you who will receive this transmission, we need you to recognize that we are referring to you as an individual. In addition to the collective you are a part of, that is constituted of awoke souls. Now is not the time to assume to yourself that anyone else receiving the message will carry the weight and do the focusing. A comparable method occurs in the bodies of earthlings, old facts in withdrawn from the cells, freeing up area for new ones by higher frequency energies. Transmutation takes place in those who can assimilate them. Co-creators constantly adjust the transformation programs of the Earth's space and things. Since civilization actively affects the energy fields of the planet, we should constantly take away negative distortions. That is the most time-consuming on hard level. The cognizance of Earth has already moved to a better stage of the fifth dimension, and the awareness of the majority of humans still lives inside the collapsing vibrations of the third density. A completely robust dissonance persists, which ends up in a growth inside the number and energy of natural disaster. The planet is in a fever. It has already reached a critical point. We continuously listen to appeal. Why can't co-creators immediately eliminate all the evil in the world? We have one reply. We are able to create conditions to your improvement. Cast off the risk. Another dangerous moment when the chance of destruction looms over the Earth's civilization. But we haven't any property to interfere with karma that is forbidden through the Creator. Each soul have to analyze their lesson and near depths before a new incarnation. There is nevertheless a want for those light figures, for although a lot of you hold the light high and carry it proudly within like a torch, there is a want for mainly empowered human beings for what is needed now and for what you currently face. Here is a depend of declaring the stop of the old system in a joint attempt and demonstration of energy. What you've got been organized for inwardly for years is now becoming manifest. The time for this reversal thrust has now come. Consequently, you will now be perceived by certain human beings who've cleared up their petty ego worries and feet are raised to their light-filled self. Those are people who clearly stand out from the crowd and who finished an excessive degree of spiritual attention. They are the top light warriors and the powerful light bearers of these days. You may recognize them, for they'll make themselves known. Consider your own instinct, internal knowing, and found out spiritual reality of their heart. Anchor the love of existence, the love of peace, and the love of cohesion, and let happen what has to appear now, as it occurs also without you. We are calling on you, as the ones who had been chosen by using our colleagues, to make this take place, and we want you to feel which you have the strength to do this. Genuinely, by means of conserving that purpose, focusing and retaining the vibration of the choice that you have for a higher society of all. It is our purpose, and it constantly has been our purpose, to empower you, to emphasize your strengths, your skills, and the knowing that with that you are the ones to guide humanity in so many pivotal methods. You still have time there, within the foresight to bring about the massive changes which you need to look. The planet have to take the necessary role for a complete reloading and the implementation of quantum jump to move into a new measurement. Special conditions and numerous power are needed. Time and all processes on the planet have substantially increased. Each of you is in an individual sphere of transformation, which creates all of the conditions for transition. If you cautiously have a look at the methods taking place inside you, sensations and reactions, you then notice how your focus has modified. You may not live in the old way, however, don't realize the way to stay in a new one that is regular for this stage. Compare your inner emotions with what is happening around you. Don't take information from the media. Fill the lies. Take a look at the placement of the solar and moon and note their displacement, in addition to uncommon phenomena inside the sky in the form of plasma, and the models of the squadron ships that constantly change their place. Be part of the motion by way of contributing your irreplaceable part to it. Only those who overlook themselves need to restore the world, and only those who spurn self-love love all of humanity. Appearance deep into your soul and heart, ask yourself, have I established the kingdom of peace inside me? Do I really like myself as I really like my neighbor? Am I continually connected to God and one with my spiritual fact? Wherein are you clearly inside the ascension process? So return to dedicate yourself to your specific tasks, to the in-depth contemplation and healing of the still present spiritual wounds. Those who will precede you have performed this homework, so consider yourselves, and those who are coming in these days, you may understand them.